Welcome, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, ready to bring you all the action along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. It's the first game back in Atlanta for the Hawks. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons. That was their second loss in 2 games. Now they've got a chance to turn the tide and get back on course.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Matthews out there with Donald Sloan. And it's Chan in at the 3 slot. Just 5 on the clock. Not really his range, and it's off target. So it's the Pistons now. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
That game nearly got away from them. A little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
You know what? The overtime was a bit of a lifeline for them. Things really swung in their favor then, and they were very strong in that extra session.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Millsap a screen. Here's Samori. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, I like how Paul Millsap used his body to get into the defender there.
And the pass to Chan. The fadeaway. That one off the back iron and out.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Steps back and drains the jump shot.
Boy, he's looked great so far. Offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
On defense, Atlanta, defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They had major problems at the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home, or you've got to cash in on them.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Mahimi. The feed now to Millsap. Inside. And it's Mahimi finishing it off. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Richardson with it. Matthews covering. That one a little long. The Pistons trailing. Here's Chan. That's good. The dude's got his first basket.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Atlanta with the ball. Back to Millsap. Clock at 6. Here's Samori. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Matthews into the lane. Here's Monroe. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The Pistons shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. And he makes the first but misses the second. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Richardson kicks to Millsap. Feeds it to Aminu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Crowder. He's covered by Matthews. From the baseline. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Millsap grabs the miss.
And they force the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Stolen by Monroe. And here's Matthews. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Detroit, no good that time either.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Now here's Drummond. Here's Sloan. Off on the layup.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Crowder, the pass to Aminu. Count that one. And it's all knotted up.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
So both teams making some changes here. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The Pistons, number 1.
They just don't let you score. I mean, this is a club that clamps down on you defensively. They play hard, and they really compete every possession.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Wolf. The baseline J. That's good.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Dishes to Crowder. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for the Hawks, Al Horford. 2 shots.
That's good from Horford. And Al Horford drops them both. So it's Detroit now. Stuckey kicks to Gray. On the pass to Patton. To the paint. Here's Wolf. And that one's good.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
Atlanta with the ball. Trailing by 2. They set the pick. Back to Horford. Pass to Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ruiz. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Stuckey right side. He dishes it to Gray. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pistons lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.